Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn Geography 4th lesson Migration and Urbanization. What is mean by migration? Let's see the meaning for migration. Migration is defined as the permanent or semi permanent change of residence of an individual or group of people over a significant distance. So, the term migration refers to the movement of people from one place to another. That is, migration means nothing but that is a movement of people from one place to another place. One of the most important aspects of social science is human migration. That is, migration is one of the most important dynamic human activity from the very beginning of human life. It considered as a important activity for the humans, that is changing from one place to another. During the early days, people moved from one place to another in search of only food. When most of the people ceased to live in forests and adapted civilized life, they developed relationship with domesticated animals and fertile land. They almost left the nomadic life and started to live in permanent settlements. What is meant by nomadic life? That is traveling from one place to another place. That is called nomadic life. At this stage, people continued to move from one region to another in search of fertile land for cultivation. Afterwards, the nature of mobility frequently changed over a period of time. Let's see the definition given by United Nations Organization for migration. That is, migration is a form of geographical mobility of population between a geographical unit to another. This definition is given by United Nations Organization. These are the pictures denotes urban and rural areas. Rural areas are also known as countryside or village in India. Here, agriculture is the main source like fishing, cottage industries, etc. Urban means cities, places that are being busy. Let's know the meaning for some words. That is, first one is immigration. It means the movement of people to a new country. That is from their own country to new country. That is called immigration. Immigrant. What is meant by immigrant? That is a person who settles in a new country. That is called it as immigrant. Emigration. It means the movement of people from out of their home country. That is called emigration. Emigrant. That is a person who leaves a country for some reasons. That is called immigrant. There are a number of factors which are responsible for the migration of human population. These factors can be grouped under the heads of favorable and unfavorable factors. The favorable factors which attract people towards a location are called pull factors. The unfavorable factors which make the people to move out from a location are called push factors. The various causes which are responsible for human migration, that is categorized under 5 groups. That causes are, first one, natural causes, economic causes, socio-cultural causes, demographic causes, political causes. These are the causes for migration. First cause is ecological or natural causes of migration. This cause operates under the category or natural ones. That is, volcanic eruption, earthquake, flood, drought. These are all the reasons to force the people to leave their native places and settle in the new areas. Second one, economic causes of migration. What is meant by economic migration? That is, it migrating from one region to another crossing the international borders to improve their standard of living because of job opportunities. This is the important causes of human migration. That is, mass poverty and unemployment force is the one of the reason for this economic causes of migration. What is meant by mass poverty? That means the majority of people are living without the basic essentials such as food, money, and shelter. These are all the economic causes of migration. Next one, socio-cultural causes of migration. That is, migration of women after marriage. That is the main socio-cultural causes of migration. Demographic causes of migration. What is meant by demographic causes? That is, overpopulation and underpopulation are the major causes of demographic causes of migration. That is, overpopulation considered as push factor, underpopulation is considered as pull factor. Next one, political causes of migration. Colonization, wars, government policies, these are all the political causes of migration. That is, colony is a land or region constructed by a foreign power. For example, British established colonies in the America. The next topic is types of migration. Migration can be classified in several ways. It is usually categorized as follows. The first type is based on the movement associated with administrative limits. Second one, based on the willingness of the migrants for migration. Third one, based on the duration of stay of migrants in the place of destination. The first type, based on the movements associated with administrative limits, have two types of migration. One is internal migration, next one is international migration. That is, internal migration means the movement of people within a country. Within a country, movement of people is known as internal migration. Internal migration having the four categories, that is, rural to urban migration, urban to urban migration, rural to rural migration. Fourth one, urban to rural migration. That is, what is meant by rural to urban migration is, that is the movement of population from rural area to growing towns and cities. That is called rural to urban migration. That is the need of the employment, education, and recreation facilities. People are moving from rural to urban. Next, urban to urban migration. That is the migration between one urban center to another urban center. Like in search of higher income, people usually move from one urban to another urban cities. Next, rural to rural migration. That is based on the fertile land for cultivation or other sociological factors like marriage. These are all unavoidable. So people are moving from rural to rural migration. Fourth one is urban to rural migration. Urban to rural migration is the movement from urban centers to rural areas to get rid of the urban problems and returning to native places after retirement from jobs. Next, what is mean by international migration? Migration that occurs across the national boundaries, that is called international migration. Type is based on the willingness of the migrants for migration. There are two types: voluntary migration, involuntary or forced migration. Voluntary migration means if the migration willing to change the place because of desire to live in a better place and to improve their financial status, that is voluntary migration. Involuntary or forced migration means due to war it may force the people to change one place to another place. This is called forced migration. Type is based on the duration of stay of migrants in the place of destination. That is three types: short term migration, long term migration, seasonal migration. This short term migration means the migrants stay outside only for a short duration. The duration may be few days or few months. Next one, long term migration. That is a kind of migration migrants stay outside at least for a few years. That is long term migration. Seasonal migration, that means migrant, usually a group of people migrates from their native places during a particular season and returns after that end of that season. that is called seasonal migration. During the particular period, people used to move from their place to another place, that is seasonal migration. Next topic is consequences of migration, that means effects of migration. What are the effects of migrations? Demographic consequences, social consequences, economic consequences, environmental consequences. The first one, demographic consequences, that is effects in population, that is demographic consequences. It changes age and sex composition of population. Migration of females after their marriage, it leads to decline in sex ratio in the source region, that is their own region, and increase the sex ratio in the regions of destination where they have moved. Male workers in search of jobs decreases the independent population of the source regions, which increases the dependency ratio. Social consequences, that means what are all the effects in social, that is migration from different region towards an urban area leads to formation of plural society. The next topic is economic consequences. What are all the effects in economic? The migration of more people from overpopulated to underpopulated regions. It giving the results of imbalance of the resource population ratio. Next is backwash effect. Migration in which skilled people from economically backward countries move to developed countries. That is, call it as brain drain. Talented people move to places like Europe or the US. That is one of the example for brain drain. Next one is environmental consequences. What are all the effects in environmental? There are it causes overcrowding in cities, and it giving the more pressure on resources, and also the overpopulation in urban areas leads to pollution of air, water and soil, and also scarcity of drinking water, lack of space for housing, traffic congestions and poor drainage are the common environmental problems in urban areas. The next topic is urbanization. Urbanization refers to the process in which there is an increase in the proportion of population living in towns and cities. That increased population in towns and cities, that is urbanization. What are all the causes of urbanization? The causes are natural population growth, rural to urban migration, reclassification of rural areas to urban areas. The next topic is origin and growth of world urbanization. The process of urbanization in the world has a long history. Ancient period. In ancient period, the urban centers started developing during the prehistoric period. It was the period of development of permanent settlements. Ur and Babylon in Mesopotamia, Thebes and Alexandria in Egypt, Athens in Greece, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in India were noted prehistoric cities of the world. Medieval period. It refers to the period after the 11th century. During this period, the European countries increased their overseas trade. At the end of the 13th century, Paris, London, Geneva, Milan and Venice were the important cities found in Europe. Modern period. In modern period, this period starts from 17th century. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century accelerated the growth of towns and cities. The next topic is consequences of urbanization. That means results or effects of urbanization. Housing and slums, overcrowding, water supply, drainage and sanitation, transportation and traffic, pollution, these are all the effects of urbanization. In housing and slums, it lack of space for housing, reduction in the quality of housing, increase in population, rapid rate of urbanization. These are all the effects of housing and slums. Next, overcrowding. It leads to unhealthy environment in the urban areas. It also the cause of many disease and riots. The next one is water supply, drainage and sanitation. No city has round the clock water supply in the world. Drainage situation is equally bad in the urban areas. The removal of garbage in Himalayan task for the urban local bodies. That is the biggest task, to remove the garbage in urban local bodies. Next, transportation and traffic. Lack of planned and adequate arrangements for traffic and transport is another problem in city sites. It increasing number of two-wheelers and cars makes the traffic problem very worst in cities, and also it leads to air pollution. Next, pollution. Towns and cities are the major polluters of environment, and the industries in and around the urban centers pollute the atmosphere with smoke and toxic gases. So far, we have seen the common pattern of migration is from rural to urban, and types of migration and causes of migration, and what is mean by urbanization, and then urbanization process, and what are all the problems faced in urbanization. So these are all the things we have learned in the lesson.